What's up, guys, and welcome to the grand finals of GeForce Cup India Overwatch Season 4 powered by LG. The final two teams, the reigning champions Nexus Gaming taking on LXG Chennai in a match that is going to crown a two-time champion for the first time ever in GeForce Cup. I'm your host, Captain Arya, and with me for all the action, as always, is none other than RatZ. RatZ, what do you make of today's massive clash?
Well, for starters, this is definitely a revenge match. From the previous season finals, Nexus Gaming and LXG Chennai, they dished it out against each other, with Nexus coming out on top with with a 3-2 win. And LXG Chennai, they're looking for redemption here as they want to win this this tournament and try to take it home, because they only got two champions. Truth, champion of season 2, and Nabu, champion of season 1. Whereas the other four, they've been to the finals numerous times, but they still, they were so close to it, yet so far away.
Yep, after some rather interesting semi-finals, we find ourselves with this matchup. Nexus not really having a tough time against players who didn't really turn up, but LXG Bangalore, made a bit of an effort in that second map, but then came up short to set up this grand final, folks, between these two awesome cafes. Every single team participating in GeForce Cup is an NVIDIA Certified cafe, which means these are some of the best places to experience your favorite games. Nexus Gaming all the way from Delhi with 20 GTX 1060 PCs. Their roster, let's walk us through it.
Yeah, so the side of Nexus Gaming, we're going to see Archangel, the captain of the team, returning with four of his mates, Alias, Nightmare 2K, Addy7 and Silk, and joining them, the newcomer Method, who has proven to be more than just a newcomer, but an experienced veteran player with a mean Tracer and a mean Farah. Very bold, if you ask me, being that annoyance to the entire, to whoever their opponents are.
Yep, definitely. Their opponents, folks, looking for another championship as well. LXG Chennai, one of the best cafes in the country right now, with 40 GTX 1060 PCs. Their lineup with a bit of a change and transfer from their Bangalore sister branch. RatZ, take it away.
Yeah, so the lineup that's going to be there is they're going to be led by Asher, and joining them is going to be Myokin, Purser, Spartacus, Truth, and Nabu. Nabu being the former captain of LXG Bangalore for 3 consecutive seasons. Spartacus, the new man from Bangalore, going to be joining the ranks as their flex player. All these guys are looking to win it, and if you come to think of it, LXG Chennai has been in every final. Don't take the squads, take the cafe. They've been there in every single final. Season 1 against LXG Bangalore. Season 2 again against LXG Bangalore, and they took it away with that second squad of theirs. Season 3 against Nexus Gaming, but they were very close to getting that title of Season 3 champions, and now they're here for the 4th time. Will they be able to take it away? We'll only have to find out. And the maps that these teams are playing, it's going to be one hell of a showdown, as it is a best of 5. We're going live with Lijiang Tower. That is the first map that is being played, followed by Dorado and Nepal, Hollywood, and the 5th random. Who would have guessed it that the new map would fall in hands between these two teams?
I mean, Horizons Lunacorny, we saw LXG Bangalore give LXG Chennai a run for their money there, and this is going to be a much closer affair with two of the tournament favorites now facing off against each other. We are ready to kick things off in the first map, Lijiang Tower. RatZ.
Yep, it is.
Where do you see this one going?
Alright, so Lijiang Tower is LXG's picks, and we've noticed this with every LXG cafe when it comes in the grand finals of GeForce Cup. Every LXG team, especially and also coincidence. I'm not sure if this is coincidence or not. Any LXG team which has Nabu in it always loves to go for those control point maps, as they have gone in for Lijiang Tower and Nepal, while Nexus have gone for Dorado and Hollywood. So this might be, is LXG's pick after all. So they might be seeming to, they're very confident with this, so they might actually go with this particular matchup, but we'll have to wait and see how well they go with it. So starting off in the side of LXG Chennai, Myokin looks like he's going to be playing the Genji this time around. Purser is going to be
interesting pick coming out. I don't think I've seen him on the Genji before.
Yeah, Purser is going to be playing the Zarya. Ash is going to be playing the Anna. Spartacus on the Diva. Truth on that Truth on the Winston and Nabu on that Reaper. So it looks like Myokin's going to switch back to the Lucio, whereas in the side of Nexus Gaming, Archangel is going to be on that Sombra, his signature so far in this season 4. Alias on the Winston, Nightmare 2K on the Zenyatta, Addy7 on the Lucio, Silk's going to be playing Diva, and Method on his Annoying Tracer. Already gone to the backlines of LXG Chennai, trying to see if he can get a pick.
Yep, guys, this is what it's been all about. Everything boils down to this 1 week of Overwatch action coming down to the grand finals, so that one team can walk away with the awesome LG 75Hz game monitor. Tri-cool. LXG Bangalore off to a great start. Tons of pick-offs. 4 kills there.
Yeah,
and that's a huge advantage for them.
If there's one thing you should know, Pearson, this guy has been there for 4 seasons. He's a true GeForce Cup veteran. Give him a Arya, and this man's going to be melting you into gas or whatever. And this guy, I mean, he's just going absolutely ham as LXG Chennai get this first point.
I mean, LXG Chennai, they look firmly in control right now with their opponent's Nexus. The reigning champion, slightly all over the place. Method, he's trying to get a flank on for his team. They're getting stuck in that choke point. They're unnecessarily taking those fights. They know they can split up, they know they can take another route, but they're choosing not to. Method gets taken down as well and joins the rest of his team at the respawn. Now this is not looking good for them at all. The health pack has been hacked there by Archangel. He's got his
grabbed on Surge coming in.
Beautifully coming in. Nabu with the double kill there, but that's all they're going to find. Truth makes it free as Nexus Gaming fall back to spawn. The Reaper also gets taken down. This is not looking good. 46% and no response so far from Nexus Gaming. They haven't even made it to the site.
Yeah, I mean, that's the level of aggression that you need in a control point map. So this is a race to 2, and so everything comes into play. But Archangel with a brilliant EMP coming in. Here comes the Pulse Bomb taking down Myokin. But Nabu with the Death Blossom of his own gets Archangel and Addy7. Both DPS and support goes down, and Method in a bad spot. Gonna have to recall away, but Silk is after him for that chase, trying to see if he can take Nabu down. And Alias again with the big place, jumping onto this point here with his ultimate. And now it looks like the side of LXG will be able to get this. But Spartacus, brilliant self-destruct. They're trying to stay alive and stall for as long as they can. Right now, that's what LXG Chennai seem to be doing. They're stalling for as long as they can to get that 99%, so they have more time. But it looks like Truth, he's not going to give up just yet. Primal Rage comes out, pulls everything, trying to push, stalling for as long as they can. But Method, brilliant pick there onto Piercer. Gonna go straight in for the support. Oh, beautiful sleep coming in from Asher there. But he is probably going to get taken down as overtime has been called in. Nabu still fighting at this point here. EMP used yet again in less than a minute as the fight continues to rage on between the two teams. But right now, LXG Chennai, they seem to be in the bigger control as overtime is still in the works. They need to be at the point. Here comes the sound barrier coming in, and Silk again with a nice Death Blossom takes down Myokin. But the counter attack, this is getting out of hand. This fight, when will it ever end? Asher gets the quick kill, but looks like LXG Chennai right now are falling apart. Only the tanks remaining at the point here. Spartacus does have his self-destruct, will pop it in the air and survive for a bit. The overtime clock is moving down. They are trying their best to the side of Nexus Gaming, but no. They're going to get completely taken down by LXG Chennai's brute force and stalling tactics.
I mean, I expected a much closer match. That team fight more than the first map. I mean, the beginning of that point at least showed how evenly matched these teams are. But Nexus Gaming, that poor start, LXG Chennai, they just capitalized on it and didn't let up at all as Nexus was struggling to get a foothold throughout the match. And LXG Chennai see off the first point in this first map.
Yeah, so they just need one more point to close out this map for themselves. What response will Nexus bring out? We'll have to find out as Nightmare 2K switches out to that Diva while Archangel takes the Zenyatta as they realize the Sombra is not working well in their favor. And now this is the Shrine... I'm sorry about that. This is the Shrine point as look at the aggression coming in from Nexus Gaming. They're going straight into this main point here, taking the fight. But the jump coming in from Truth onto 4 members of Nexus Gaming here. They need to get that first pick of Nabu playing it extremely aggressive. But Alias going in for the jump of his own, but jumps a bit too far. And Asher will be the one who punishes him for it. But Silk, quick double kill coming out from him as both Truth and Spartacus takes the fall. And he also takes down Piercer's mech. And looks like this just might be LXG's point to take.
Yep, LXG Chennai, not the start they were looking for given how the previous point went. Nexus Gaming rallying just when they had to. They couldn't deal with another disaster start, and they are looking comfortable in the point right now. They are making themselves cozy in there as LXG Chennai look to regroup because they're going to have to take each team fight seriously. We saw what happened with Nexus. They just kept going one by one last time around and get picked off. But now LXG Chennai, they know what they have to be doing as Truth jumps in, pops the shield, and he is doing a lot of damage there. He's going to get taken down momentarily, manages to back out, somehow survives that encounter as Nabu goes in but gets butchered alive. Asher finds the kill out of Alias, and the trades come in from both sides, but LXG Chennai, they do have the numbers advantage and the sound barrier going for them right now. The next kill is going to decide. The Transcendence coming in to block the Diva's self-destruct as Asher finds it. There's a lot of DPS out of the way, and LXG Chennai, they are in control of this fight right now, but the Nexus Gaming members, they keep coming back one by one. This is never going to end. Beautiful self-destruct that take out Asher only, unfortunately, but the 2-for-1 trade from LXG coming in as Spartacus and Truth find kills of their own.
Yep, Alias trying his best to stall as much as he can in the point, but he will be picked off by Spartacus here, and LXG Chennai, they will get this point comfortably as it's now 0 to 64% in favor of Nexus Gaming, and now Nexus, they have to group up together. And look at the aggression coming in from LXG Chennai. They don't want to stop. They want to go straight at this here and prevent Nexus from getting anywhere close to this point. I mean, good stuff coming in, but Alias, nice jump onto Nabu. They're dropping him down to half HP, but he'll be brought back to full health as Nexus Gaming right now, they will get that initial pick as Nightmare 2K will get the kill. The Transcendence will be used by Archangel there as they need to get into this point and capture it as soon as they can. Sound Barrier will be used defensively though, and Nightmare 2K not stopping any moment. Method again dealing a bit of damage from the sides will be enough to finish off two people, but Nabu's one-man army along with the rest of his team who just joined in will clean house, and they will still be able to hold this point as it's now 41 to 64%.
I mean, in the beginning it looked like the reverse of the first point with Nexus firmly in control, but LXG Chennai rallied together, and after some great play with Nabu, it looked like this team fight was lost, but he came in with a great triple kill to help LXG Chennai maintain control. Now Nexus Gaming, they're in trouble.
What was
almost
that?
leveled up. Nabu picks off Silk with a beautiful maneuver there, and now Nexus, they are not looking comfortable at all. It is 64-64 in terms of completion percentage. Nabu's got the triangle ready. The self-destruct coming in to push them off. Final Rage has been used as Nexus Gaming find the double kill through the self-destruct, and the fight is on. Nabu gets pushed back. He's going to get picked off, and LXG Chennai, they are all over the place. They are getting picked off one by one as Nexus are in control. Looks like they're going to take this point back, but the counter is still going. It is still not done. 82. It's going to stop at 83%. It is still far from over as Nexus Gaming have at least 1/3 more to go.
Yep, 83 to 70%. Nexus, I mean, all LXG has is one or, at most one team fight, and Alias trying to get that top high ground there. But look at this jump coming in from Piercer straight into the point. He does have the self-destruct available, and he's just going in to try and save his support here. Alias in a bad spot, gonna jump out, but still good stuff there as he takes down the tank, Truth, as he falls down, as well as that mech. So this might actually go away. Oh, brilliant stuff, getting out that kill onto Asher here, and now Nabu's also gonna get taken down. And Spartacus trying his best to use the Transcendence to get back. Oh, but nice boop coming in from Addy7 to prevent him from getting at this point. Myokin will get taken down immediately here, but Nexus Gaming are able to hold their ground and get the kills that they need. Asher going into the point. Piercer popping out the self-destruct, still holding that overtime and trying to get the point here, but he'll be completely melted down by this Nexus defense here, and they will completely maul them down. Nabu with the Dragon Blade goes in, but gets immediately melted by Alias, who zaps away 3 members of LXG Chennai and get that point for his team.
I mean, beautiful stuff there by Nexus to hold on, because at the beginning of the fight, LXG Chennai did have more ultimates, that final encounter. Unfortunately, they couldn't really get onto the site together, and Nexus Gaming exploited that, picked them off one by one, made sure there was never any, coordinated offensive coming in from the LXG side, and they succeeded 1-1 in this first map. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 5 grand finals, and if this is any indicator, we are in for one hell of a game.
Well, look at the switch coming out. They have put Method on the Farah, and Farah is very good in this particular matchup here, as he can switch, fire that concussion rocket onto the bridge and try to knock them down. But the question is, which side will LXG Chennai take to reach the point. And if they know Nexus very well and they know Method, they might not take the bridge, but it looks like they are going for it. And Method gonna shoot out that concussion, but gonna get immediately negated by Piercer's rocket there. Truth making the quick jump onto the team, gets dropped down very low, and Silk will be the man who finishes him off. 1-for-1 trade coming in, a tank for a support, and oh, Silk gets booped out by Myokin there. The Lucio player stepping up, trying to see if he can get some more kills, but right now the side of LXG Chennai, they'll be able to get this point. And Nightmare 2K, you know, he's trying to stay alive, get his mech up, but he won't, and he's going to quickly jump down and reset himself for another push.
Yeah, this is exactly the start LXG Chennai needed, you know, a bit of a morale booster after how the last round ended. Beautiful stuff coming in, the support also stepping up there to get in on the action and, you know, do some damage with his teammates. Now, Nexus Gaming, they've got to work something good because it's very hard to get onto this point. There's a lot of choke points. They're going to have to move to one of the small entrances, and that's not a fun place to be with a stack team like this. They are coming in from the left side, it seems, but they're getting pushed back. Asher finds the kill onto Method's Spyra, but Alias returns the favor with the pick off onto Pierce's mech. With the deal out of the way, that is a big advantage for them. But 2-for-1 trade coming in as Asher and Myokin all getting kills. As Nexus Gaming looking like they are collapsing once again on this push. They're going to have to live to fight another day. Beautiful pick off there onto Alias as he was retreating. He wanted to see if he could reset himself or at least wait for the rest of the team, but he couldn't. He gave them ult charges, he gave them you know, that increased stagger in the respawn, and Nexus 50% already done in favor of LXG Chennai. This is not looking good for them. This is the final point.
And Silk, he's all alone. He has to wait for his team. If he gets picked, I mean, if one person gets picked off here, it's going to be spell trouble for Nexus against the 4 ultimates of LXG Chennai. And here comes Nabu with the rocket barrage. Will get, everybody's going to get destroyed here, but 3 ultimates. Make that 4 ultimates being used, 5 ultimates being used. That was too many ultimates being used on the side of LXG Chennai, because Nexus Gaming, they've got one more team fight, but they're going to get that self-destruct and the transcendence coming in along with Alias's primal rage. So I hope that all those ultimate usage was worth it, because right now they only have primal rage available on Truth. So they have to try and make use of this right now. And Primal Rage getting pushed out. Look at Truth. Pushes 2 people. Pushes Addy7 down there. Still gets pummeled. Archangel trying his best. But Truth is making sure that he doesn't get to this point here. And this Zenyatta is all alone. And he's going to get completely zapped away and punched right in the face, as Nightmare 2K is the only one at this point. Pops out his self-destruct but gets immediately shut down by Piercer. And LXG Chennai, they'll be able to hold their ground and be able to take this first map 2-1 against Nexus Gaming.
I mean, Nexus Gaming were always on the back foot after that first team fight on the bridge. They didn't want to lose that. Unfortunately, LXG Chennai came out on top for them. Yeah, they took the first map with ease, 2-1, and are up 1-0 in this grand final.
Yep, and Truth played really well here when the Graviton Surge came into play. I mean, his Tesla cannon damage there would have dealt so much and helped the rest of the team to finish off the members of Nexus Gaming. And LG Chennai, they will lead the series 1-0 right now.
Yep, folks, we're going to be back after a short break as we head to Dorado for our second map.
Nexus Gaming's pick.
Yep. Welcome back, folks. The teams are all set for Map 2. Nexus Gaming's pick Dorado. They trail LXG Chennai 1-0 in this best-of-5 final after a rather impressive showing from LXG Chennai, shutting down Nexus twice in their best-of-3 control point.
Exactly, and this time to New Mexico, Dorado. I mean, the land of Sombra. And looking at Nexus Gaming's pick, I'm actually surprised that they want to go in for a death ball triple tank strat, because this is so, like, this is the last patch. And this is also one of the lineups that they used in their championship games with the, the Ana, the Archangel on the Ana, Alias on this Reinhardt, Nightmare 2K playing either the Roadhog or the Diva, Addy 7 with either the Lucio or Zenyatta, Silk on the Soldier, and Method on that Zarya. So this is actually, they got back old school, thinking, they might think that maybe this old method might work against the side of LXG Chennai. Whereas in the side of LXG Chennai, Myokin's going to be on this Lucio Piercer. On the Diva, Astra is going to be playing the Farah. Spartacus on the Zenyatta. Truth playing this Winston, and Nabu on his signature Genji. So a standard dive comp against the death ball comp. This is not going to look pretty for the side of Nexus.
I mean, it's the team that comes out with an exciting, interesting strat to catch the opponent's heart is the one that's going to come out on top.
And look at that dive.
Asher going in very aggressive, wanting to get a pick there with the rest of his teammates. Super aggressive there as the payload makes its way without any contest. Truth finds the pick off onto Archangel as Nightmare 2K returns the favor with the trade, as both teams, they are just fighting it out off the payload. Just the one person escorting the payload right now.
Yeah, but they nice side of Next Gaming did get 2 picks into this, and they will be probably trying to hold this choke here in Dorado. But LXG Chennai, I mean, they are still, pushing, giving that pressure in to the side of Nexus Gaming. They have no retaliation to that. They're being pushed back right now on the side of Nexus Gaming, as Nabu, he's going into their backlines. The dive coming in onto Silk. Silk gets taken down. They get 3 quick picks, make that 4 and 5, leaving only Nightmare 2K alive. And looks like they're going to take down his. Yep, they're going to take down his mech. And look at that, smart plays, not even going to be killing him, just keeping him alive and stalling his team for as long as he can. And he has to back away. This is not looking good for the side of Nexus Gaming right now.
Yeah,
as
that's
LXG.
a great play. The Diva's still alive, still no mech, pretty much useless to her team. There's beautiful stuff coming out from LXG.
She's going to get her mech before they make it past that sliver of the first point. And there you have it. She gets her mech available. And Spartacus, he already has a Transcendence online. So in case if a counter, an initiation comes in from the side of Nexus Gaming, the side of LXG Chennai will be prepared as Nabu at the high ground, trying to see if he can get a slight pick off with this dive. Finds Silk, goes and immediately takes him out, goes in for the support. Addy 7 in a bad spot. Dragon Blade comes out, takes him down. Archangel in a bad spot, gonna get zapped away by Truth. And Nexus Gaming, they are losing this fight, and they just lost it completely as LXG Chennai are pushing this payload with ease.
I mean, LXG Chennai's super team looks on point here. Nexus Gaming's map, it is still far from over. Enough ultimates on both sides for a massive team fight in the next few seconds at this next checkpoint. It's going to be interesting. Whoever takes this is going to be firmly in control of this first round.
Yep, self-destruct comes in, and here comes the defensive Transcendence being used here. Nano Boost has been used for Silk, but he gets immediately shut down there by Asher as he takes him down, and looks like Alias might be the next to fall as he's dropping down. Earth Shadow will be used, but no follow-up whatsoever. Method does manage to get a kill onto one of the supports there. Nightmare's trying his best to hold on to this point, but nope, he will get shot down by Truth as they will push.
On fire today with this Winston and this map.
Yeah, I mean, they just push so much aggression coming in from LXG Chennai. I mean, they are they are aggressive players. Look at that. They're sending Nexus Gaming all the way back. Method might actually switch out here to the Zarya, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going to switch out to the Mei. A good pick coming in because they need to stall as much as they can. But 3 ultimates on the side of LXG Chennai. Nexus, they better be prepared.
Yep, Piercer, he's just trying to keep his mech alive because they're going to be initiating with this self-destruct. The next team fight might just see them through at least 2/3 of the way to the final destination. Silk going dangerously low as Asher goes above. That is probably a...
oh, he still gets the kill onto Silk though.
Yeah, not the result he wanted, but again, look at that Truth. Triple kill there. Nabu going in and cleaning up house. Beautiful stuff coming out from
Triple kill coming out from him. Make that a quad kill. I mean, Piercer will take the kill, but Nabu did help with the damage. And LXG Chennai, I think Asher, when he used that ultimate, it was just a distraction phase.
Yeah, just to get them.
But he got more than what he wanted, because in the end, his team, they did the cleanup and they actually did very well. And Arya is going to be jumping straight into this point here, zapping away. Transcendence will be used by Addy. Myokin with the defensive. And here comes Nabu with the Dragon Blade, goes ahead, finds Method, takes him down. Archangel seems to be in a bad spot, gets taken down, and Addy 7 is, he's going to be saved by Silk here, who does have his ultimate, and looks like like Nexus Gaming, they will be able to fight back and push everybody inside of LXG Chennai all the way back. But look at the time, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And look at the distance remaining.
At this point, they're just delaying the inevitable. I do not see Nexus Gaming stopping this LXG Chennai push. LXG Chennai look formidable right now. They are a team in form, firing on all cylinders. And Nexus Gaming, on the other hand, they're just struggling to keep up with this aggression.
Yep, and look at the switch coming out. They're going to go in for that Soldier Reaper combo there. I mean, they were former former colleagues in Overwatch, but now they're side of LXG Chennai pushing in towards this high ground here all together. Miokin, he does have that speed boost available, and Piercer also has his self-destruct, and they're going to go straight into this back lane, trying to see where they can find, but Alias quickly jumping on them. Defensive ultimate transition had been used against that. Nano boost being used, and Alias's damage is going to be increasing, but Nabu gets a quick kills there onto Addy7. Nabu and Asher getting the kills. Alias will pop out his ultimate, pushing everybody back here, not even letting them in, but Nabu and Asher, the DPS of LXG Chennai, doing so much. Silky does have that nano visor available. Look at True just playing with him, stalling time. I mean, Silk will get the kill, but the payload is so close to this end, and here comes Silk with his ultimate, going to be trying to get a pick off, but Piercer's there to negate the damage, and looks like the side of LXG Chennai will be able to take this as they push everybody back, everybody in the side of Nexus Gaming back away from this payload.
I mean, beautiful attempt coming from Nexus just to stop this push, but we've seen this in the previous match as well. Nexus only rallying towards the end where it barely matters what they're doing, and unfortunately once again it was not enough. The first round goes comfortably to LXG Chennai. Now Nexus must respond with a better time.
Yeah, I mean 2 minutes and 4 seconds. I mean, it's a good defense coming out from Nexus, but they could have
how
done
it started, yes.
Yeah, and also with this being Nexus's map pick, they could have done much better in this, and they ended up giving 3 points. But now we're going to see what response LXG Chennai has in this defensive lineup as we enter the second round. LXG Chennai on defense with Nexus Gaming on attack. And do my eyes deceive me? Is that a Mercy coming into play?
I mean, that would be interesting to see a Mercy play coming out from one of these two teams. Apart from LXG Bangalore, I haven't really seen any team, play a successful Mercy this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how well this is going to fare out, as Archangel is going to be playing the Mercy, Alias is going to be on that Winston, Nightmare 2K is going to be playing the Diva, Addy7 on the Lucio, Silk is going to be playing the Soldier, and Method is going to be on a signature Pharah, whereas in the side of LXG Chennai, Miokin is going to be playing this Anna, Piercer on his signature Zarya, Asher is going to stick to this Soldier, Spartacus is going to stick to the Zenyatta, Truth is going to switch out to this Reinhardt, and Nabu is going to be playing the Pharah. So it looks like LXG Chennai wants to show Nexus Gaming, I mean, this is a revenge match after all, so they want to not only win this, but they also want to send a message. So it looks like, they want to pick the same composition that the side of Nexus picked for this first defense.
Yep. So it comes down to who played it better at the end of the day. But Nexus, they're trying to do something different here with Archangel's Mercy, and hopefully that's going to work with the Pharmacy combo they're looking to play.
Yep, and look at that, they're just waiting for a bit, trying to see what info they can get. And Nabu, looks like they're going to completely spot them all in the high ground there, as Method will find them. Archangel will be there behind him, giving him the damage boost as dropping Spartacus down to 1 point of health, but he will survive and come back at this. Silk switches out to the Reaper against this tank setup coming in, and look at that aggression coming in from him. He will manage to drop Piercer down low, and Nightmare 2K will get the kill. The first pickoff coming in. Truth going to be trying to charge him out of there with that death ball, and now Nabu also in a bit of trouble as he's being chased down here. Method will finally get a kill onto Asher, and looks like Nexus Gaming, they are able to hold this. Nexus Gaming, they're able to push the payload with ease. Nabu only 11 points of health, has to back off, and Silk will take him from down under.
Yep, I don't think he realized there was Silk there right behind him, as Nexus Gaming looking comfortable so far, but this is just the beginning. Healthy amount of time on the clock, 5.5 minutes as they look to push the next checkpoint. It can get tricky here. Lots of choke points, lots of high ground for them to get past.
Also, Nabu going to be switching out to the McCree here. Try to take out that pesky Pharah. The double hit scan will prove her to be, it'll be very dangerous for Archangel. Does have his resurrection available, and they can try and make use of this. Arya is going to quickly jump straight into them, zap them up with the help of Nightmare 2K, deal some damage and get that ultimate charge that they need. Method also has his rocket barrage available, trying to see if he can find a flank spot to deal the damage that they need, and he's going to go straight towards them, try to take down their supports as they are dishing out the damage. But Nabu, he will take down Alias, and the fight will continue.
Yep, LXG Bangalore looking comfortable, but the beautiful res coming from Archangel, only 2 people, but gives them enough to fight, but another 2 fall as LXG Chennai are looking to shut down this Nexus gaming push right here.
Yep, they won the team fight and they'll be able to hold it. They do have 3 they have actually all the ultimates are going to be online in the next team fight, because Nabu's at 88%, Pierce and Asher have already got theirs online. It all comes down to how well they use those ultimates. Method and Archangel are going to switch out from the Pharah and the Mercy to the to the Tracer and Zenyatta to see if it might be helpful. And look at Method, he's just pushing the payload slowly here and going to find Truth. But high note coming in from Nabu, double kill onto the supports, make that a triple kill onto Alias. And now Nightmare 2K, he's going to feel the force and he's going to get taken down. Not many ultimates used there, only the Graviton Surge, the Transcendence and that High Noon. Brilliant ult usage coming in from the side of LXG Chennai as they have 3 minutes and 45 seconds to hold off the Nexus gaming push.
Yep, the name of the game is ultimate management. The longer you can hold on to them, the more fights you can win without using too many ultimates, the better off you're going to be. As LXG Chennai look pretty solid on defense, have run down 2 minutes already before the main choke point.
Yep.
This is looking good for them. Nexus on the other hand, they're going to have to come up with something special. He is dropping the Robo, but uses the primal rage, and now he's going to be looking to initiate and find a few picks of his own. As Addy7 helps pick off Truth, Reinhardt, as Asher and Mio can also take the fall. Not looking good for LXG Chennai. Nexus gaming looks like they're going to be snowballing onto this second checkpoint, getting that extra bit of time in their bank as they move to the final destination.
Yep, brilliant stuff there coming in from Alias, just shutting down Asher before he could use his ultimate, and then Nightmare 2K with the self-destruct kill. That actually helped Nexus Gaming to get that point, and now they will quickly make their push. But they have to be careful. Truth does have the Earth Shatter available. Nabu also has the High Noon, so they might go in for a combo coming in here. And he also has to be careful. Ooh, nice headshot onto Method there, but Nightmare will take a kill. Method will kill himself in that fray. Now Asher going to be using up that ultimate there with the Nano Boost, spamming and forcing out that sound barrier. Here comes the High Noon from Nabu. Doesn't manage to get a kill though, but will scare them all, and prevent them from getting any close. Archangel gonna get taken down here. Alias will manage to get the kill onto Miokin, but he's all alone and he has to wait for his team and back and then re-engage.
Yep, Nexus Gaming, they were looking comfortable until this point, but now it seems like LXG is sort of rallied together. They're holding this one last turn. It is not the best place to be holding at this point because one team fight loss and it could be all over for them.
Yeah, they've only got that one Transcendence, and it all comes down to how well Spartacus uses his good pick off by Nabu there onto Method.
Yeah, almost has his Graviton Surge, so that's going to be a good initiative. They're going to be looking to use beautiful pick off there by Nabu onto
Yep, he does pop up the Graviton Surge, gets 3. Transcendence will be used. Truth will charge somebody out of there in the map, but he's all alone and he's going to get taken down by Nightmare 2K, who comes back into this fight here, but they have to regroup yet again. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. As Nexus Gaming, they have only 2 more pushes left with the time in hand.
Yep, but it's just one good team fight. Even if they get the straight pick off or 2, it's going to be comfortable for Nexus to push. There are enough ultimates on both sides. It's not going to be a one-sided affair at all. If Spartacus gets picked off early, maybe Truth as well, that's going to leave the side of LXG Chennai very exposed, and that's what Nexus is going to be looking to concentrate on, cause havoc with Alias jumping in, using the primal rage, taking out the supports and DPSs while still picks off the rest.
Oh, that was a bad move from Spartacus for overpeaking. He have to force out the Transcendence and take this fight, but Truth, he will fall. Nightmare 2K, brilliant self-destruct coming in, taking out 2. Both the tanks, in fact, and Archangel will take down Spartacus. 4 men down. Not the fight that LXG wanted to take, as Nabu is the only one near the point alive. He will get nano boosted, but he will get taken down, and that's going to be the point and around for Nexus Gaming. Spartacus, big misplay there, shouldn't have shown himself, and he showed himself with the entire team, and they just dived in, forced him to use the Transcendence.
like I said, they're going to be concentrating on that support. Once they either bait out or eliminate the Transcendence, it's going to be their team fight, and that is exactly what Nexus Gaming did. Pretty much same time on the clock, 2:04 for LXG Chennai, 1:59 for Nexus Gaming. They're going to have to push as much as possible with bare minimal additions on each checkpoint.
Exactly, and the teams are lining up. Nexus with their dive composition all ready to go, and LXG Chennai looks like they're also going back to the dive. Piercer will stick on to the Zarya. Truth, I think he's still deciding whether deciding with the team whether going for the Reinhardt or the Winston, and Reinhardt will be the answer, the man with the hammer. And looks like LXG Chennai, they seem prepared. I mean, they have to try and defend this and hold off the payload as much as they can, because the moment overtime hits, Nexus Gaming cannot leave that payload away. They just can't.
Yep, look at that. Look at how passive they're playing so far. I don't think they even want to go onto the rooftop. Last time they got picked off very early and pushed back, and that cost them a lot. And now this time it seems LXG Chennai is going to be playing super passive.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for them to make the dive first so they can just take, counter dive, but this time with the Reinhardt charge. Then it'll all come down to how well, the damage that they get there. They got there. And right now, Alias trying to see if he can find anybody on top. Not going for the jump. They will spot them all under the bridge, and they know that they don't have to go in.
Yeah, it's very smart by LXG Chennai. They know they're just giving up a few meters. They're much better off fighting under the bridge, where they're going to get funneled through and do a lot of damage to the Nexus team.
Yep. And no pickups just yet for either side. They are trying their best to hold this out. Silk and Nabu still trying to get the upper high ground, trying to see if he can stab someone in the back. Myokin will get the kill on Alias. Nabu will demech Nightmare 2K, and he will find Addy, but he won't be enough to kill him. He will take the safe bet and back away. Won't go in for that overextension. Good stuff coming in from the side of LXG Chennai as they hold off this first fight. Only a minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. Nexus Gaming, they have one more push left. But Piercer, look at this man. He's very close to his ultimate. 70%. He's dealt a lot of damage, and he's also got 70 energy. I mean, if he gets his grab down before they make the push, this could be over for the side of Nexus Gaming.
I think he's going to hold on to it while, till when the clock gets closer to zero.
Or probably go
deny the overtime.
Or he could probably go in for that combo in. But Piercer is going to get taken down by Method, who managed to get a kill. Sound barrier being used. Asher and Nabu, they will get the kills that they need. But here comes Asher with his tactical visor there. Will try, but nope, he's going to be completely funneled out. And Method with the big plays, taking down the supports and the DPS, making sure his team can get this point, and Nabu is going to get taken down. This man, 4 kills in his pocket in that one push. But Truth coming in, nice word shadow, but a good dodge coming in from Method here as the fight continues. Piercer will pop out that Graviton Surge, grabbing everybody, only gets the 1 kill onto Archangel though, as they will continue this fight. Alias trying his best to hold out. They are very close to getting this first point in, as the overtime will be used. Silk, a brilliant double kill coming out from him, and that's going to give them the point that they need.
I mean, beautiful stuff from Nexus, holding on just when it mattered. They lost a few members here and there, but they held on, and now it is, just push as much as you can because of the overtime rules.
Yep. I mean, both the DPS played it out big there in that fight. And now the side of LXG Chennai, they have to group up, go in for one push. All they need to do is win one team fight. That's it. And Method tries to go in for the pulse bomb play, but misses, unfortunately. And it all comes down to, who wins that. I mean, if LXG Chennai wins the fight, it's done and over. And trying to climb up there, Method. And LXG Chennai going in for the straight jump onto this Zenyatta here, but Nightmare 2K is quick to respond. And what? Nexus Gaming, you pulled off the same thing you did in the finals. What was that?
I mean, just got sloppy, jumped off the payload again in overtime. This is not the first time we've seen them do this.
I think it was, the boop from Piercer's boosters and Myokin's, sound wave, which pushed them off the payload for that brief second, and that's all they needed. I mean, what the hell just happened?
I'm still trying to figure out what just happened, because
they went in for the dive.
I mean, Nexus seemed like they were in control, and suddenly, just like that,
I mean, history repeats itself. I mean, it goes without saying, but I mean, I don't think that's what Nexus Gaming expected. So now LXG, they just need to get 1 point and 51 meters to get to this, to win this second map against Nexus Gaming, and this is their pick after all. I mean, that small mistake of leaving the payload could cost them big. Nexus Gaming. I mean, I don't think I don't think they expected that to happen.
I mean, Nexus Gaming completely caught off guard there, and it's moments like this that can be very decisive in a closely contested final. But it's still not over. LXG Chennai, they have a lot of work to do. Yep. It's not going to be easy. We've seen Nexus hold on at least for a little while at these 2 points. So it's not going to be as easy for LXG Chennai to come out on top right now.
Yep. And look at where Nexus Gaming are deciding to dive from. Kind of a risky play because it's too close. And Nabu's going to spot them both. And looks like Nabu, he almost got taken down there, but he will back away he'll back away to safety and he will survive. But Truth, he knows the tanks are there, going straight in for the support, but he will take a lot of damage. Method on that May though. And Truth needs a lot of help, but Silk will immediately shut him down. Gets the 1 kill. Looks like Asher might be the next target, but Nabu, quick double kill coming in from him. Make that a triple kill as he takes down 3 members in the side of LXG. I mean, in the side of Nexus Gaming. Sorry about that. And I mean, he just did the damage already, and now he just needs to clean house and get the kill. Silk. I'm not sure why that dash didn't connected, but doesn't matter. Asher will help him out and clean up the rest of them, and they will be able to push this, to close to the first point.
Yep, that was a pretty great stagger team fight that worked out for LXG Chennai, because the last members fell a good 10 seconds after the beginning of the team fight. So there's going to be that crazy staggered respawn, and these guys are going to have to rush onto the point to try and deny LXG that push, and it's not going to end up well for them.
Nabu pulling out the Dragon Blade, going straight for this Diva here, dropping down the mech to low, but Nightmare is still alive. His mech will get taken down, and looks like they're not going to stagger him. They're just going to quickly finish him off. Asher from the high ground just spamming away with the rockets, not even going to let Archangel live. Look at this aggression coming in from the side of LXG Chennai. Truth also has the primal raid, so he can push them off the payload if needed. 30 seconds left on the clock, and they need to just get 51.6 meters to win this second map. I mean, Nightmare does have the self-destruct available.
I mean, this can go either way right now. They've got the self-destruct, they've got the transcendence. For LXG Chennai, they've got 3 ultimates on their side, and Nabu almost halfway to his Dragon Blade. It's going to be interesting to see how this comes out. Self-destruct has been used, but the windshield bubble is going to protect at the end. The transcendence comes out as both teams are going at it with Silk getting a great double kill, giving his team the advantage. LXG Chennai cannot afford to lose members right now because the respawn would kill them. It is overtime. They cannot afford to get off the payload. The blizzard coming out, and this is not looking good. Silk with 2 more kills there as LXG Chennai. They are falling like dominoes.
Yeah, I mean, Silk is just dealing damage. He is playing. I mean, he is doing his best here. Make that his 4th kill in this team fight, leaving Truth the last man alive, and he will quickly take him down. But Asher coming in, quickly shut down by Silk, and Nexus Gaming will win this second map. I mean, big plays coming out from Silk here.
I mean, like I said, the mistake was there from Nexus, but it wasn't going to be easy for LXG Chennai. Nexus Gaming are going to take this second map to level things up 1-1. They felt confident, they picked Dorado, and they sealed the deal.
Yep. I mean, that was just one hell of a game there. I mean, that second map, both these teams showing some insane plays. And Nightmare 2K with that play of the game here. I mean, this is the part where LXG Chennai lost this point here. That self-destruct allowed them, to get the kills that they need, and also that forced out transcendence, just shutting them down. Not what they need.
Yep, beautiful stuff from Nexus Gaming to level things up. 1-1 in this best of 5, folks. We're going to be back with map 3. We're going to Nepal in just a few minutes. Right, folks, we are back with map 3, all the way in the mountains in Nepal, as LXG Chennai and Nexus Gaming are tied 1-1 in this best of 5 final. They're battling it out for the championship of GeForce Cup India Season 4 and the awesome LG prize pool, the 75Hz gaming monitors. Nobody wants to go home empty-handed. Everybody wants that awesome new monitor for themselves.
Yep, and this is LXG Chennai's pick, so they are seeming pretty confident with this one as they're going in for their standard dive composition. The same can be said for the side of Nexus Gaming. So we are playing at Shrine right now as, I mean not Shrine, sorry, this is Sanctuary. No, yeah, this is Shrine, apologies. As we're getting into game at Nexus Gaming, both teams, they will get to this point as soon as they can, and we will wait to see the first bit of action starting pretty soon. I mean, LXG Chennai trying to get the info that they need. Nabu landing a couple of shuriken shots, getting some critical damage there, and, you know, building up the ultimates coming in. Silk going to be playing the Reaper instead of the Soldier, trying to see if we can deal some damage. And looks like Nexus Gaming, they've got the aggression, they've got the first pick onto the mech here, and they're going to try and get this first point for themselves.
Yeah, a 3-for-2 trade-off coming in favor of Nexus Gaming. They have the advantage there. So Nabu going in, trying to find the picks of his own, but gets taken down there by the Diva, as Nexus Gaming are in control of this early stage of the map. They're ignoring the Diva for as long as possible, but they do take Piercer down eventually, as they don't want to leave anything up to chance. They have come so close and lost out control points before. They do not want to see the retreats itself. They're not going to be making the same mistakes.
Yep, and right now Nexus Gaming, I've got 2 ultimates available. Make that 3 with Addy7 getting that sound barrier getting, you know, in his belt. Nabu going to be switching out to the Reaper this time around. Going to try and see if he can take down Alias Method in a bad spot here. Might get taken down immediately, but Nabu's not able to land any of his shots. Meanwhile, Alias from the back is going to get 1 kill onto Spartacus, make that 3 people down in the side of LXG Chennai, and they have to regroup yet again. Only the 1 ultimate used in the side of Nexus Gaming.
I mean, Nexus Gaming in control so far. LXG Chennai, they are all over the place. They're not the same organized team that we saw in the first 2 maps. Probably still dealing with, the, you know, coming up short in that previous map. Trying to regroup now. They're working out a different strategy to going from which side onto this Shrine.
Yep, and right now LXG Chennai trying to see if they can do much, but Nightmare 2K will send that mech and take down Truth, who had his ultimate in that engagement. Again, Nexus Gaming will be able to take this point with ease, and look at them, they're just stalling the side, they're staggering the side of LXG Chennai right now with that aggressive play coming in from Alias. I mean, they're not budging in right now, they're not giving in.
Look at this, they were fighting outside spawn right now.
Oh, Method with a nice pulse bomb there to Truth, staggering them even more as they are at 85%. Not the start that LXG Chennai wanted on their own map pick.
I mean, LXG Chennai, they're struggling right now. They don't know what to do. They're letting Nexus Gaming dictate the pace of the game with 93% now. They're going to be going in all out. Sound barrier comes in, Winston bubble. They're going to be self-destructing in a few seconds now, as LXG Chennai, they are going full ham here. It is do or die, but the trade's coming out in favor of Nexus Gaming right now. 2 for 1. Make that 2 for 2 as he picks off the Diva, and Nabu.
Oh, Nabu!
Crazy play of the game contender right there. Quad kill Death Blossom to seal the point for his team.
That was one hell of a play. Make that a team kill for the side of LXG Chennai. What the hell was that from this man? I mean, we've seen him do some crazy plays, but I think that has been his highlight play so far in GeForce Cup Season 4. And now Nexus Gaming, they have to make one push. They just need to win one team fight and they can go for it. As Alias, he does have his ultimate available, will jump straight into the point, finding Spartacus here in this spot and will take him down immediately. But Asher is very quick to respond. Method will get the kill onto Truth, and not looking good for LXG Chennai as they are seemingly getting completely destroyed. Silk will pop out an ultimate of his own, gets a triple kill with it, and they will get this point and probably take this first point with ease.
I mean, it looked like LXG Chennai, you know, were coming back, but unfortunately for them, they used everything they had to win that.
They had to. I mean, it was a do or die moment right there.
You know, they didn't really have any response to this primal rage that came out from Nexus Gaming, who take the first point with a good enough margin. They're going to be feeling comfortable going into the second.
Yep. And right now we're entering Village, the second point. Asher going to be switching out to the Tracer this time around, whereas the side of Nexus Gaming, they're going to stick to their same composition from before. And it looks like they're going to take that high ground approach to get closer to the point here. As LXG Chennai, you know, they have to do something here. I mean, they are at, I mean, Nexus is at map point right now. So LXG Chennai will have to pull out something big in order to win this win this point and keep, you know, live to fight another day.
Yep, the team that wins this point will go on to championship. This map.
Oh, what a boop! Point. That was a nice boop coming from Myokin, sending Alias far in the air and delaying the jump damage. But Method is going to start things off with a quick kill onto Asher. They're taking him down. Look at the aggression. Look at the damage. They're dishing it out. Spartacus in a bad spot. Gets put down to half HP. Nabu, however, gets 2 picks of his own. And he's getting a lot of support from Myokin and Method, looking really good for them right now. As, you know, they are fighting and contesting this point. Only the 2 tanks available. Alias will take the fall. So will Nightmare 2K. As, you know, the side of LXG Chennai, they will be able to get this point with easier. They get the initial pick, and it's going to be pretty, you know, easy for them to kind of defend this, depending on how, you know, the side of Nexus makes their push.
Yeah, that initial fight didn't really go as Nexus had planned, with a few boops and people falling off, you know, the main fighting platform, as LXG took advantage. But now there's multiple approach paths, right? So it's not as easy for LXG to hold on. But yes, the, you know, entire problem lies with Nexus Gaming on how to approach. Asher does have the pulse bomb, avoids one on his own, but he's not going to utilize it yet. He knows he doesn't really take. Transcendence being used, not the best usage.
Very questionable usage there.
I mean, that's a wasted Transcendence. Spartacus could have gotten taken down. There was nobody there to sort of
they used
fight from the other side.
I mean, 3 ultimates were used. That was kind of unnecessary from Spartacus there. I mean, I do understand he didn't save himself, but he would have been able to take out that Diva nonetheless with the amount of damage he was dishing out. But and that Transcendence would have been very useful for the next fight, as Alias, everybody inside of Nexus Gaming are at this point right now, and they're going to be zapping away. Asher starts things off with a quick kill onto Archangel here. Doesn't even let him use his Transcendence. That's going to deny them that one thing. And oh, nice dodge there coming in from Asher. But the side of Nexus Gaming, they are actually doing really well, holding their ground here. Nightmare 2K with the big players just spamming in. Nightmare 2K and Alias both just, you know, dealing the damage, making sure that nobody takes this point, as they are in firm control, 53 to 24, and they're going to be able to get this point. And that, I think that's when the Transcendence would have been very useful, you know, in that particular situation.
Yep, you know, every misplay will come back to haunt you, as LXG Chennai has just learned. Good that they didn't use Pearson and Nabu's ultimates in a lost team fight, otherwise that would have put them in you know, a worse situation than now. But LXG Chennai now, you know, almost 50-50, almost even in terms of score. Nexus Gaming, they have the advantage. They win this map, they go to championship point.
Silk, he has the Death Blossom, and look at them, they're just trying to take down Spartacus here, and Spartacus will take the fall here. Method in the meanwhile will, you know, finish the deal. But at that point, Nabu gets a double kill, make that a double for Asher, a triple for Nabu, and big misplay from the DPS. I mean, there was, alright, I can understand Method going to the backlines to dish out the damage.
Overextension there coming out from Nexus Gaming. They didn't need to be out of the point.
I mean, it's understandable for Tracer to be there, but for the Reaper to be there with an ultimate, what was he thinking? I mean, that was very unnecessary of him.
That can be a very costly mistake, but, you know, it looks like Nexus Gaming is grouping up for a big push. Nabu, he's going to try and stay out of the line of fire, so he can jump down with another Death Blossom of his own, because they're going to be looking for Spartacus to keep them alive, and then Nabu jumping in after some of the ultimates have been baited out. And we've got Nexus, they're almost set to go. The Diva is leading the charge. She goes up top to try and get some aggro there from the rest of the team. Nightmare 2K's got the self-destruct. The Transcendence comes in, so as they entered with the self-destruct as well, it is all over the place. Asher is safe with
Nabu again out of nowhere with the Death Blossom, gets only Silk, but that's enough for his team to stay up. Only Alias alive at the point right now. Is not the start that they wanted, as Nabu, I mean, now Nexus Gaming slowly coming back into this, but Nabu and Truth single-handedly hold this point and they will capture it. Wow, that was just good stuff coming in from LXG Chennai.
I mean, LXG Chennai, For a second there, it looked like the team fight wasn't going their way with the triple kill coming Nexus Gaming's way, but Nabu and Truth, hanging on to see that through 1-1. This is a very crucial point.
Yep, and now
the map is at 1-1, the series is at 1-1. The team that wins this point goes on to championship point. That is a huge psychological advantage there.
Yep, and also, I mean, if LXG Chennai loses this point, it will affect them even more because this was their map pick. But LXG Chennai, they're looking confident heading into Sanctuary right now. Surprising that nobody's opted for the Orisa. Method will switch out to the May here. I mean, he always switches out to the May when it comes to these, pressurizing, these do or die kind of moments. And Nexus Gaming, they're going to quickly rush into the point, including LXG Chennai. And LXG Chennai, they're going to try and take control of this bridge high ground. Both teams, in fact. And Truth looking ready. I mean, he's ready for the jump. Goes in for the jump, but a nice wall coming in from Method. And Truth, he has to jump out of there. There's no way he would have survived that. 2 mechs gets taken down. Nabu, again, with the aggressive play, takes down the mech. But he's taking a lot of damage as Method will take him down. Silk, trying to be sneaky and get the point, will not be able to. But Nexus Gaming, they are winning the fight. They are pushing everybody back. Alias with that aggression, and they will get this first point.
Yep, LXG Chennai, they got a bit too, adventurous and got picked off there. For the second time, after the early pickup, it looked like they were in control, but Nexus really rallied together, got the early control. Now this is a big advantage for them. Now Nexus, they can stay passive. They don't need to be on the point anymore. LXG are the ones who is going to have to get on for the contest.
Yep.
With, all that there.
Oh, Truth goes in for the jump, and Alias for the chase. Truth might get taken down here, but he's still alive. Meanwhile, Asher will get the kill onto Addy7, make that a triple kill as both GPS and supports go down. And now LXG Chennai are making the comeback as they get this point.
What I'm surprised about? How the hell is that monkey still alive?
Yeah, Truth.
He jumped into that whole team while being chased by a Winston who was continuously zapping him.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
it's like there was not enough DPS.
Nexus got wiped out and Truth survived.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much DPS, and looks like this might be very problematic. But Method
Look
will
at that, by the way. We have 12 ultimates on the board. Myokin uses his sound barrier, starting off here. So with the ultimate as well, as the tactical visor comes on, kills on the board for LXG Chennai as Nexus Gaming. They do lose 2 members. Make that a 2-for-1 trade as Method finds Truth. The tank is out, but it doesn't look like Nexus are going to be using any ultimates to get in. Addy did use his sound barrier to keep his teammates alive. They did get out. Unfortunately, they're not going to be pushing without the rest of their team.
Yep, and right now, Nano Boost has been used onto Alias, who's going in aggressively. Transcendence has been used beautifully, but no, he almost got booped off the point there. But Nabu from the back uses his ultimate, gets completely cancelled out thanks to Nightmare 2K's defense matrix as the fight continues with Asher from the backlines. Rocket into Archangel's face, taking him out, and looks like this is not looking good for the side. Myokin, what a guy, gets 3 kills with his boops. This Lucio is on fire. Don't mess with the frog because he will come to haunt you in your dreams.
Yep, this is the match. They need everybody to turn up in as LXG Chennai. They are looking to be on course to go up 2-1. Once again picking up, their map.
Oh, Nabu from the side. Trying to see if he can dish out some damage here, but he himself is taking a lot. He will get taken down by Alias. Myokin will be there to follow, but it's not looking good. Oh, Spartacus in a bad spot alone. Has to pop out the Transcendence against to keep his team alive as they contest at this point. Self-destruct will be used here, and Piosa is still fighting at this point. Method will use the ultimate. Silk gets a quick double kill. Sound barrier also being used there, and Nexus Gaming, they'll get this point 98 to 37. And
that's the beauty about control points. Until you have it, the other team is still gaining ground. And 98% for LXG Chennai. That is a very comfortable position to be in. They need to win 1 team fight, and this map is going to be theirs. Remember, folks, it is 1-1 in this best of 5. The winner takes the map and goes to 1.
Oh, Truth. Primal Rage pushing everybody off the point, giving his team the space that they need. Asher does have the ultimate available. The tactical visor coming in, will pull it out, will go for Alias and immediately take him down. Sound barrier being used defensively in the side of LXG Chennai. Archangel does not manage to get in that side in, but Silk with the tactical visor off his own managed to get 2 kills. In fact, might be able to get a third, but no, Asher will immediately shut him down. Nabu pops up the Death Blossom, gets Only 1 kill, but he actually got a kill before that, and they're going to be able to get this point. 99 as overtime gets put into play here. Method, there's nothing he can do. Alias trying his best to hold him to the point. Gets the primal rage, will kick off the Lucio, but Lucio gets back up thanks to the wall ride. Asher will immediately shut him down, and this is not looking good for the side of Nexus Gaming as they are getting completely demolished by this LXG Chennai.
They're just coming in one by one to delay the inevitable. I don't think this strategy is going to last long for them as the overtime ticket is going down as LXG Chennai seal the third point, to take the map and go up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. They are on championship point. Nexus Gaming, they're not going to be feeling good after this one.
Yep, and Truth, manages to steal the POTT from Nabu here. I mean, we saw Nabu with a brilliant Death Blossom, but I think this play is actually what helped them defend the point, if I'm not mistaken, as they get that first team kill. So that was, pretty good stuff coming in from the side of LXG Chennai.
Yep, beautiful stuff, guys. LXG Chennai up 2-1 in this best of 5 finals. We're heading to map 4 Hollywood after this short break.
commending you for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
Alright folks, map 4, Hollywood, Nexus Gaming, it is do or die for them. LXG Chennai on championship point, up 2-1 after taking Nepal. Nexus Gaming, they're now going to be feeling very good after that last map. It didn't really go how they planned.
Yep, I mean LXG Chennai just, they came back from that best of 3 control point, and it was a really, really good game coming out from them. And right now they're in championship point, so Nexus Gaming, they'll have to, and this is Nexus Gaming's map pick, so they cannot afford to lose this one. They'll have to win this and take it to the 5th and final random map, Horizon Luna Colony. For now, we might be in Hollywood, so let's get to it, to Hollywood.
Yep, folks, this is always an exciting map. Lots of strats we can see coming out from teams. We've got a Symmetra play coming up.
No, that was an attack side, yeah.
No.
All right, so
I was really looking forward to it.
All right, so Method is going to be playing the Reaper this time around, and Nabu is going to stick to his Reaper as it has worked really well for him. As side of LXG Chennai, they will be making a move to this, to the squad here, trying to see if they can spot anybody. And LXG Chennai looks like they're going in for the roundabout approach here. Truth gonna see if he can find out. Will spot the supports and the DPS. Oh, what a sleep from Archangel as Truth gets immediately destroyed and demolished here. And Piercer, I mean, it's not looking good for him as his mech gets taken down and he has to back away here. Either he gets his mech up or he gets killed and resets for his team. And he will, as LXG Chennai, they will lose this initial fight and they will, regroup to fight another day.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the start they wanted as LXG Chennai. They're going to have to come back stronger.
Yeah, that sleep was just on point coming in from Archangel that before Truth was able, I think it was like a 0.5 second reaction time before that, shield came into play.
Yeah, it shows, when supports group up, they can take down a tank.
Yep, and look at that, they're going to go rushing in this time around. Method, very low, half HP, but the tanks coming in to support and, dish out the damage that they need. Nightmare 2K going in, going at it, with the Diva, but Method gets taken down immediately. Silk will get immediately destroyed by Asher, who actually manages to get a triple kill in this engagement here. And LXG Chennai, they'll be able to get this first point pretty well.
Yeah, great rally there after that unsuccessful first attempt. Now with a lot of time in the bank, up to 449 now. This is a very comfortable position for them. Now they need to make use of this, go in aggressive, get a few pickups, force Nexus Gaming back.
Yep, and Nexus Gaming, they do have 3 ultimates. Make that 5 coming in from with the addition of Addy's Transcendence and Method's Death Blossom, as they're all holding on to this high ground. As LXG Chennai looks like they're definitely going for this high ground push here. Oh, Piercer tried to push them off the point there, but did not work out. He does have the self-destruct available. Look at that, just playing with Method and pushing him off the point though, as he's going to lose his mech to Silk, who is at this high ground position and just dishing out the damage. Nightmare 2K also doing his role here. And it's not going to be looking good for LXG Chennai as they get halted at this point. And Nightmare 2K is going to find Nabu.
They were just spread too thin. They dispersed a bit too much. The idea was just to go ahead, get a few pickoffs, and then come back. Wait for your team and push together. Where unfortunately everybody went, in different directions trying to fight. But now they have regrouped. They're going to be jumping in. They know Nexus has the high ground. They're going to have to come up with something special. A lot of ultimates for LXG Chennai to work with though. Yep. It should be interesting to see what we see next.
Oh, but look at Method. Looks like he's searching for Spartacus here. If he gets him down, pops out the Death Blossom. But the amazing reaction coming in from Spartacus as he puts out the Transcendence and helps his team. Piercer also with another pick of, taking down Method here. But Silk from the high ground will use his tactical visor, but immediately negates from that sound barrier. Thanks to
Not a single person lost on the LXG Chennai side.
Exactly.
This was the perfect team fight. They didn't use too many ultimates.
Yeah, they only used the defensive ultimates
and baited out at least 2 ultimates from Nexus Gaming.
Yep, 2 offensive ultimates for that. And that was actually good support ult management coming in from LXG Chennai. Truth going to be quickly jumping in onto Silk, finding him at this point here. But Silk, he's still alive somehow as Truth is very low. Addy7 will take him down immediately. Nabu in the meanwhile will go ahead with 2 picks of his own, and they will be able to get this point thanks to Pierce's self-destruct bait. I mean, 2 points in the hand of LXG Chennai here. And they have to just, move, another 80 to 90 meters just to get that 3rd point. That's all they need. But Nexus Gaming, they've got that one ultimate onto Alias. Nightmare 2K is very close to getting that self-destruct. And Method is also close to getting that pulse bomb. We've seen him on this Tracer in this entire grand finals, and he has done an absolutely wonderful job. And Nabu just, chilling out here, waiting for the right moment to pull off the Death Blossom. But he is going to get spotted out by Method, and he is going to have to back off and retreat.
I mean, we've seen him pull off crazy plays, but this is not going to be one of it. He gets forced off, but his team is still trying to push for it. Oh, beautiful! Death Blossom does finally come out, finds the 2, but gets negated with Method and Silk trading again as Asher finds Method. LXG Chennai in a comfortable position right now. It is 3 against 2 on the payload. They are pushing back the Diva. They take down the mech. Silk is also very low. He's going to get chased away as Nightmare 2K takes the fall. LXG Chennai, they are looking very, very destructive as they push this payload forward. They've still got 3 ultimates. Make that 4 now with the whole team
now
on fire.
Tactical visor being used. Gonna be spamming away. Only manages to find Alias in the back with the nano boost and will take him down. Silk will respond with his own, but he will immediately get shut down. So will Method, trying his best to stay alive as Spartacus will have that 1v1 with him, just trying to buy his team some time as they push this payload, not letting this Tracer get anywhere close in, dishing out the damage. Meanwhile, Alias will be coming in, but he gets taken down immediately. Nightmare 2K trying and pops out the self-destruct, but the payload will reach the point, and I don't think that's what Nexus Gaming wanted.
I mean, LXG Chennai, they want to seal this real quick. They're on championship point in a comfortable position with 2 minutes 23 seconds on the clock with the full payload push. Nexus Gaming, they have it all to do. It is now or never. Otherwise, they're going home as LXG Chennai will enjoy the brand new LG 75Hz gaming monitors. Does Nexus Gaming have it in them to retain their championship?
I mean, we'll only have to find out to see how well their offense goes. And looking at what composition they're going for, the Sombra, the hacker, is back. And this time in Hollywood. So we're going to see how well this is going to benefit the side of Nexus Gaming. They have played this map before on Players' Best Pick, and they seem to be pretty confident. Looks like they know what to do. So they'll have to, I mean, they have a lot of things. They've got a huge mountain to climb because they have to get 3 points and prevent, losing to LXG Chennai, who will
3
take
points and then go to overtime.
Exactly.
Right,
So
it is not going to be a guaranteed win. So it is a mammoth task here for Nexus Gaming and LXG Chennai. Right now they're brimming with confidence.
Yep, and so far the side of LXG Chennai, they're going in for that dive defense, with Pierce's Truth on the tanks, the Diva and that Winston, with Nabu and Ash are going to be playing those DPS of Soldier and Reaper, and it seems to be working out well for them. But in the side of Nexus Gaming, they're going to go in for that Sombra support to see how well it might help them out.
I mean, they've been great with their Sombra initiations.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work. It didn't work out in the control point, like with in Lijiang Tower. But hope this is Hollywood. This is an escort hybrid map, so we'll see how well it works out in this one.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, Nexus Gaming, the reigning champions, pushed against a wall right now. The spotlight is on them. Can we see that championship caliber play from them again? Going in from the side, no, going in from the back.
Yep, the back. I mean, they're trying to capture them, and try to catch them off guard as both Divas are dishing out damage, just playing with the defense matrix and trying to collectively utilize that resource. But Spartacus starts off with the first kill as he gets the pick off onto Silk there. Make that 3 pickoffs to the side.
Not smart from Nexus Gaming, backing themselves into that small room, getting cornered from all sides, and that's going to be an easy team wipe for LXG Chennai.
Yeah, so now Nexus, they have to regroup and they have to come back at this I mean, it's not looking good for them because they got cornered in that small little hole, in small little room, and you know, they even waited for that Sombra to come back there, and they took her down immediately. But she does have her EMP available. They could utilize it and probably start a fight here. Method will go in from the side and try to get a pick off, however, and Archangel, you know, it has been used, but there's no follow-up whatsoever, and everybody in the side of LXG Chennai are just demolishing Nexus Gaming. It's like Nexus Gaming have no response to this.
I mean, Nexus Gaming getting destroyed from all fronts there as LXG Chennai. They've got so many ultimates in the bank, 4 ready, 1 at 97%, and Spartacus also very close to his transcendence. They're going to be, you know, feeling very comfortable going into the final 2 minutes of this round.
Yep, Piercer, he does have the self-destruct available, and we know that this man has been in 4 seasons. He wants to win this, and look at that, the backing off completely. Asher will use his ultimate, gets a pick onto Archangel. Silk from the high ground. Truth will immediately jump in, zap away onto these 2 tanks, as Piercer will push down Nightmare 2K and get control of this high ground. And it looks like the side of LXG Chennai, they'll be able to defend this once again. 2 minutes left on the clock, not a single point, you know, percentage being captured by the side of Nexus Gaming, and they have to group up. They have to do something here, or else they're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be in a very, very bad spot right now.
Yep, they realize the Sombra's not working. Method switched out earlier to the Tracer. Now it's gonna be on him to get the early pickoffs, because without that, it's not gonna be easy there. The Transcendence being used because the tanks dove onto the supports there, as Nabu and Piercer do find 2 picks of their own onto the Nexus supports. As they had a quad kill for Nabu.
Wow.
Beautiful stuff there.
I mean, and he didn't even use his ultimate there. I mean, it's like, I can kill you with just my shotguns alone. I don't need to use my Death Blossom and finish your team off, as there's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. I mean, this is not looking good for the side of Nexus Gaming. I mean, Alias and Nightmare 2K, they do have their ultimates available, but will it be enough? What can they make use of? How will they make use of it? We'll just have to find out. And now they're going in for that high ground push again, but they are going to be spotted out. Self-destruct coming in. Truth going to jump in straight. He will get the kill onto Nabu, and that is actually going to be big because he had the ultimate there, and now Alias just using up that primal rage to try and get the kill onto Spartacus or Asher. He will be able to kill them out. Piercer, no mech in hand, is probably going to be taken down here, and Nexus Gaming come back with a big play here, utilizing most of their ultimates, and they'll be able to get this first point with only 30 seconds left.
I mean, there's not a lot of time being added to the bank there as Nabu goes in to try and get some pickoffs to, you know, sort of delay, you know, the aggressive push from Nexus Gaming. But Nexus are down but not out. Back in it with 2 minutes and 50 seconds now to push to the next point. It is not a lot given, you know, how tough it was for them to get this far, but they are looking, you know, very aggressive right now. They're not backing off. They're taking the fights. They're, you know, trying to get the pickoffs. Nightmare 2K finds Piercer's mech, but Piercer returns the favor, taking out Nightmare 2K's mech.
Yep. Oh, and Nabu
Finds
finally
Alias
uses
as
that
well.
ultimate. Gets a triple kill. He might be able to get a 4th, and he will. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock, and LXG Chennai playing that aggressive game, holding up to that payload, while the rest of them are going to go to the high ground. Method will switch out to the Farah there, try to get that aerial superiority for his team and try to, you know, take control of the high ground.
Here's
But
the thing, you know, he's going for aerial superiority and then chooses to go out of the room.
yeah, I mean,
It's not the smartest play. Go up from above, you know, push them back, open the door for your teammates.
oh,
But-
Piercer gonna throw out that self-destruct, and he won't be able to get anybody, unfortunately. Silk does have his ultimate available, but he won't choose to use it. Method, however, will get a kill onto both Truth, and Spartacus will take the fall from Nightmare 2K. Piercer doing a good job negating those rockets, dealing a lot of damage, and Archangel is gonna be popping out that Transcendence coming into this. But right now, Nexus Gaming are able to make this push as they are dishing out the damage. This switch coming in from Method has proven to be very, very good for them, as Alias and both the tanks, Nexus Gaming altogether doing such a good job so far.
I mean, Alias almost brought down there, uses the Primal Rage at the perfect time to survive, but he is just trying to push back Piercer, who's playing aggressive here. They don't want LXG Chennai to have a foothold once again.
Oh, they
If
also-
Diva Mech does get taken down. He is not letting up here. He wants the kill.
Oh, that was a bit of a greedy play coming out from him because
I mean, not really, because he took up the time of three
No,
LXG Chennai players.
no, but that's the thing. Now here comes LXG Chennai with the fight. They got the primal raids. They've also got the transcendence as well as that Death Blossom coming in. Truth, very low on health, will be able to heal up and they'll be able to jump straight into this. Silk will use his Death Blossom but gets immediately negated thanks to Spartacus' transcendence coming in. Nabu has a Death Blossom of his own, will wait for Arcade Gel to utilize his, and Asher with the tactical visor gets a double kill onto both supports, pushing them back. 30 seconds left on the clock. Nexus Gaming, Arya shouldn't have made that aggressive play.
I mean, if the rest of the team had managed to hold on to the payload, it would have worked out. I think that was the idea behind it, but it didn't, as Nexus Gaming fall apart once again. Look at Piercer here, waiting on top.
I mean, he's just waiting to drop that self-destruct, the bomb, along with Nabu's Death Blossom. I mean, look at Nabu going straight for that soldier. Won't even let him get on the high ground there, as immediately takes him down. Spartacus will take out the other Zenyatta, and here comes Sniper 2K with the double kill of his own. Now Piercer has to try and hold this up here as we are at the final moments, and looks like LXG Chennai, they'll be able to hold this. Self-destruct coming out from Piercer will take down Alias here. Sniper 2K alone, and looks like Sniper 2K knows that this game is done. He even just stayed AFK there as overtime. Everybody in the side of LXG Chennai. And that's it. I mean, LG Chennai will take this home. 3-2-1. They are GeForce Cup champions. The story of redemption plays. It unravels itself. Finally, Myoken and Piercer from season 1.
I mean, after being in almost every single final there,
and they will
LXG
win this.
Chennai finally, they didn't start off, too strong with the 1-1, but they came back and took it home. Nexus Gaming, they're not going to be feeling too good about this. They could have, silly mistakes cost them, but, take nothing away from LXG Chennai. They are your champions, folks, your GeForce Cup champions. They're going to be taking home the prize of the awesome LG 75Hz gaming monitors. RatZ, what do you think of this?
I mean, that was just an amazing play. It was a perfect storyline. I mean, LXG Chennai, 4 seasons, 4 finals. The main squad, at least, they didn't win that, that final bit. I mean, that was just perfect coming out from LXG Chennai there. I mean, that roster switch they had with Nabu was perfect.
I mean, it was just the push they needed.
It was the perfect push that they needed. Brilliant stuff coming out from them. I mean, hats off to them. I mean, they just played it really well. Nabu, I mean, every single person in the side of LXG Chennai played well. But Nexus Gaming, they tried, they gave it their all, but the reigning champions will fall.
Yep. Beautiful Overwatch throughout the tournament from LXG Chennai. Gave us some spectacular matches. The derby against LXG Bangalore had some of its great moments. This match against the reigning champions was nothing short of fantastic. We had a blast. We hope you did. But that's all for GeForce Cup India Overwatch Season 4, powered by LG, folks. LXG Chennai are your new Overwatch champions. They're going to take home the trophy and the prize of the 75Hz gaming monitors from LG. It was a blast casting this for you. We hope you enjoyed it. I've been your host, Captain Arya, and with me, my co-caster, RatZ. We're going to be back with more great games and awesome showcases throughout each week right here on the NVIDIA GeForce India Facebook page. So do hit that subscribe to our Facebook Live notifications button, and we'll see you later with more great live streams. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.